Yo, what's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes that I've made with KDP. All right, guys, so the first mistake, number one. So number one is basically covers. Like, you know what I mean? So like thinking that my horrible t-shirt design, right, can go on a cover for a book. That right there. And then thinking that one of the most is thinking that I can make sales right off the back with that. And obviously that's not the way to do it. I think you just being unique and different from everyone else and understanding and making that book pop, you know what I mean? Understand the cover, understand what's selling on the platform already, and figuring out what you can do to make your cover like the best in that niche, you know what I mean? That's how you stand out from everyone else, and that's how you be unique, and that's how you create less competition for yourself. Very important right there. All right, so number two is basically subtitle, like the subtitles and keywords. Okay, one of the most important things, okay, is keywords and having good keywords in your listing. Okay, very, very, very important. This right here is basically take some research, right? You have to research, figure out what keywords people are searching for to buy a product. Okay, you got to think about this a little bit. You got to think about this, research the niche that you're going for, and figure out, have a good understanding of what keywords the customer is using to search to find your book. Okay, when I first did this, I was just focusing on the title and not putting nothing in the subtitle. You can put really good keywords in that subtitle, right? That's very important. Okay, that's going to help the customer find your product. Okay, a lot of people, you can have the best. You gotta keep in mind, you can have the best cover, you can have the best interior, you can be really unique, but the customer can't find your product. Okay, what are you going to do? That's going to affect your sales and how your book ranks and stuff like that. So you have to pay attention to that. Very, 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 very important. Okay, understand that right there. I'm telling you, if you understand that, you'll start ranking and those sales will explode. Number 3. Okay, your niche. Okay, very important. Like, you can't just come into a niche and put stuff up and expect to make sales. Okay, this is where a lot of people mess up too as well. It's just like, I'm going to come into this the fishing niche and put a design on a notebook, right? And then put a line notebook, right, with the fishing design on the cover and expect it to make sales. Hopefully I make sales. Like, you're basically hoping you make sales. But in a way, if you do it correctly, understand the niche and being unique with your interior. What are people using like in the fishing? What are they using the book for? Like, what are they doing? Like, and you got to understand that. Like, if you understand that, you're gonna create a product that a person wants. You're creating a product that you think a person wants, right? And you have to understand that if a person is going online to find a fishing logbook, for example, right? If they're going online to find a fishing logbook, that's very important, because if you understand that the customer is going onto Amazon to find a fishing logbook that they can't find in store. If they can't find it on store and they're going on to Amazon to purchase it, there's a demand right there that you want to meet. And of course, understand what the customer wants inside that notebook, right? Inside the fishing logbook. Understand that right there, okay? If you understand that, give the people what they want, they're going to purchase it, okay? Very important. Very, very, very important. Number 4 is going to be basically a few mistakes that I made on the back end of KDP, okay? Is you have to understand that when it comes to like the dimensions and stuff and all that, a lot of people give up right here because of like when you're uploading it, the correct sizing for the interior, the correct sizing for the cover. If you don't have like those down right then, your book's going to get rejected. There's a few of them that I've done that got rejected. Maybe a typo, it spelled something wrong on the cover, or you basically put the lettering, because you kind of want to make it pop a little bit. You want the words on the cover to be really big, and you put it too close to the edges. It rejects that right there, because KDP doesn't want it close to the edge, because when they're printing the book, they may cut off the title actually. So that's not like something that you want to keep inside the margins and stuff, and you want to understand all that stuff, because that's very important. Because when you go in, upload a book, it takes 24 hours to be approved. Sometimes lately it's been taking about, I have one book, it took 3 days already and it hasn't been approved yet. But stuff like that usually takes 24 hours, sometimes faster, sometimes longer. but it will get rejected because you have the title of the cover too close to the edge. and then you got to re-upload it again, and then there's like a process. So because you're waiting like approximately roughly around 24 hours for your book to get approved, and then that happens. And also too, there was another thing that I ran into as well. It was basically the cover. KDP doesn't catch this right here. So with the cover, if it doesn't, like from left to right, basically, you can upload it and you can leave if you zoom in, you'll leave a small little gap right there with the cover, and KDP doesn't catch this and it rejects it. And I've done this where I've uploaded 10 books in one day, and all 10 of them, right? I upload 10 books in one day and all 10 of them get rejected. And I'm just like, dude, are you kidding me? Now I got to go back and edit all these covers and make sure they're the right dimensions for the cover. So that's very important. A lot of people, I've actually helped a few friends where they're like, dude, I don't know why my books keeps on getting rejections. And I'm like, so the previewer, when you launch the previewer in the back end, it doesn't catch it. But when you zoom in, it will catch. You can see it, a little tiny space. Okay, and people don't know why that right there, that why their book gets rejected, and that's pretty much the reason why right there. Number five is going to be interiors, right? A lot of people are putting what everyone else is putting up out there, and they're not understanding the process of, like, you want to be unique. Very important, because if you're unique with the interior, this is very important because it's going to create less competition for you. And being unique, you can there's things that you can do in a niche, right? Like your main goal is to dominate that niche and be number one. If you're number one in that niche and you have the number one book in that niche, your sales are going to go crazy. And I know a lot of people that have a lot of success with this. I know also too, there's a few people that I know that actually have line journals up and they crush it in that niche, but it's like, they're like one of the first people in that niche. So like, their line journals are ranking number one on that front page. It's going to be very hard to compete with that, because think about it. That's what everyone else is doing. You had to be like one of the front runners in a way to do that. And a lot of people are expecting to make sales right now and do the less work possible. And right now, the way everything is going, in order for you to stand out and be number one in your niche, you have to be the best. Okay, very important. You always, like, that's with anything you do, right? You want to be the best. So like, why would you just grab a book, put a cover on it, and just put some line, because it's easy to download. I understand that. If it's easy, you're going to create more competition for yourself. But if it's harder, you're creating less competition for yourself. Okay, very, very, very important. Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain that anymore. Just that right there is just, it's one of the main things right now. And this is how you're going to stand out right now, because everybody is seeing the opportunity with KDP. They're understanding that, okay, I can put a notebook or a journal and it makes sales. Yes, that's true. You can do that. But like, why wouldn't you want to create something like long-term where you can be the best in that niche and consistently make sales over a long period of time, instead of coming in here to try to make that quick money? And that's not the way to do it, guys. That's not the way to do it. You want to stand out, be unique from the interior to the cover, and be the best. All right, very important. If you guys haven't been following me with my KDP content, I'll leave a video up here too as well. My name is RJ Martinez, and peace out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.